Hey guys, Perla here. Welcome to my channel, Imperfectly Perfect. So I know I've been completely inconsistent when it comes to videos. Making them, uploading them, and stuff like that. I have just been having like a really rough time, and yeah, I'm sitting on my balls. I'm like bouncing and like whatever. Um, anywho, as far as what's been going on is just a lot of like up and down. So I would have like a couple of like really, really, really good days where I'm feeling really, really good, and then I have seems to be like longer periods of just kind of like not being able to function, having a really hard time concentrating, like a lot more than what I'm used to, as far as being able to speak and getting things done. So I'm trying to get back on track as far as having all my to-do list is what I call them, all my alarms, clocks, set up. So the kids are basically done with school. My oldest is graduating 8th grade today, so I officially feel extremely old because I'm gonna have having a high school in a couple of months. But anyhow, I have always said it. I work better when I have a list, like a check off list or a to do list or whatever you want to call it, or a schedule. And I was trying to. So it was kind of more like intentionally. I was trying to see if how things would work out for me, just kind of like going with the flow, because in the past I have been told many times, plenty of times before, that I'm very rigid and I'm very controlling, and it's kind of annoying because I know that I'm not, and but in an essence or whatever, I wanted to kind of give that going with the flow thing a chance, and it is not for me. Sorry. It is definitely not for me. I feel completely out of balance. I feel completely, oh my God, I have something in my eye. I feel like I'm not getting anything accomplished, even if I get, half of what I want to accomplish. And what is funny is if I have a list and I don't accomplish even half of it, I still feel like I've done more because there is, there's something to look forward to, I guess. I have something like, okay, but when you don't write it down and when I don't, check it off, it kind of makes me feel like I haven't done anything. Just kind of weird, but whatever. It's just the way my brain works, and I've kind of gotten used to it. So the plan for the summer is basically to, we'll see how that goes, get the kids, especially my younger ones, to speak Spanish fluently. They are having a challenge with that, and it is my fault because I kind of, go with just the English because it's easier, because that's what they, speak in school. But I'm also looking, I'm going to have a couple of testing. My daughter, Purple, is having her sleep study redone with medication to see where her side effects are coming from. So I have to schedule that. I've decided, I don't know if I said it in the last video or not, to stop the B12 nasal spray because being in bed for about 3 days a week is not something that I want to have to go through if I don't have to. Meaning, I understand that I have a very, a B12 deficiency, and I know how much my body needs it and all this other stuff. But the fact that I have been taking B12 sublingually and like the chewables on a daily basis for like the past 3 years, about 3 years, so a little bit over, no, yeah, about 3 years, and no huge improvements on my numbers, kind of like just like, there has to be something that is not allowing it, like, my body to absorb it. Something's falling, my calendar. You hear it? Let me just move it from here. It's gonna fall. Sorry. So I called my primary and I left her a message letting her know that I would not be continuing it. In the meantime, I have been looking into genetic doctors in my area. And the goal is, so tomorrow, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to be calling doctors, and because you cannot just schedule. So what I've been reading about is, so you call and they kind of do like a small interview over the phone, and then the doctor decides whether or not you are a fit or whether or not this is something that they want to pursue. So that is going to be the next step that I'm going to be working towards, because the fact that I've been having as many reactions and the type of reactions that I've been having with medications has been completely annoying at this point. Because I cannot get a straight answer from anyone as to why this is happening and why other things in my body are starting to happen as well. And, I'm trying to manage the best that I can, but it's really annoying that things that are not supposed to have severe reactions, or things that are supposed to be helping you, are actually making me worse. So that is kind of like where I'm at. I am trying to kind of, you can say, kind of like getting out of the fog of things, because it's just been very unsteady. I'm back on my checklist, my to-do list. I have one right here. To really start checking things off. So hopefully will continue like that, and you guys will be seeing more of my day-to-day. And especially now that the kids are off from school, it should be a little bit more relaxing, I'm assuming. We have a community garden here in town, and very proud of myself. I got some planting done, got some stuff on the ground. I was there yesterday with the kids, with the younger ones, and there was this couple that has a lot next to ours, and we were talking. I was like, yeah, I'm like doing my thing, and she's like, oh my God, it looks so pretty. I'm like, yo, lady, like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. We're just kind of going with the flow with what we read, and whatever just comes naturally is basically what I've been doing. And it's so funny because, like, if you see their garden compared to mine, it's like theirs is like, their lots is like, oh my God, like, professionally done. And mine is kind of just like, oh, it was done by kids. But again, I always say my kids are very artistic and things, and I'm really not. But I do like things to look pretty and to look, in an essence, like, I put thought into what I was doing. So I was kind of excited about that, because, the community garden is only a few minutes away, so I get to go and just have some me time from time to time and see what actually grows. I mean, if I can grow and carry life inside of me, I'm pretty sure that I can get this garden thing done. Well, I hope so anyways. I know I'm speaking really low. I've been having a lot of issues with the sensitivity, I should say, with noise lately. I mean, I've had it in the past when I was on Xyrem, but it has not been this bad in a really, really long time. So even like the sound of my own voice sometimes annoys me. Not annoys me like in the sense like, oh my God, you talk too much, but like just the tone of it or the noise of it bothers me. I've also been having a huge increase in my hallucinations. And I think it has a lot to do with the type of thing of like going with the flow, because when I try to go with the flow, I end up sometimes not sleeping. Well, I was going to say sleeping. Again, not resting as much as I should, because I kind of get stuck into doing things. And when I have a list, I give myself enough, like I'll give myself time. Like, we have an hour to do this. And if you don't finish it, you just get to the point where you are at, and then you stop until the next, time comes around to work on it. So all I can really say is you definitely have to try. It's going to be a try and error. I already knew what works for me. It's just kind of like something that you have to, I kind of wanted just to journalize it, put it in a journal, and, this way, whenever I'm doubting myself, when people say certain things, or when I start to question myself, I can always look back and be like, okay, when I did it this way, this is what happened, and this is the reason why I do things the way that I do. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.